Hi everybody, I am back with another channeled reading. If you hear the noise, which you probably hear right now, they are remodeling on the house, so please ignore that. Yeah, all right, let's get into it. All right, so here's what happened. You were stable, you were fine, you were doing good, you were in your emperor energy, you were leading your flock as you ought to. And you were doing it very, very well. Somehow you got in your head about something. I think this was like a very sudden change. I don't know why you got in your head, but you did get in your head about something. And then it caused you to Two of Wands. I'm gonna look over it sometime because I took a whole notes, everything, because I wanted to make sure I got everything in as a collective, okay? Well, for the collective, all right? So yeah, you got in your Two of Wands and you just felt like you didn't know what to do. So you didn't plan very well. You didn't plan very well for your next step. But I feel like this Two of Wands and this Four Swords actually go together, because your lack of planning and when it didn't work out because you didn't plan, you fell into an ill state. And this could have been like you got physically ill or you got mentally ill, for that matter, because things just didn't work out. But you still, even with your, like I said, you lack planned, it didn't work out for you. But you got up and you said, I'm going to find my passion. I'm going to find my love. I'm going to get back into my stability, you know? You said you're going to find your sun. You're going to find your energy again to get back out there. And so you did. Actually, you did. You started working, probably out in the public or something like that. You started working with others. Maybe you got that job that you wanted. Maybe you got in that relationship you wanted. Maybe you got in that group that you wanted. Maybe you thought you found your community, your soul tribe, but maybe this offer was more than immature. You found out, you learned a lot, but your worth was elsewhere. It just seemed like you were doing a hoarder to work for little to no freaking change. Because no offense to any knight, because knights are amazing. They do fight wars and they pass on messages and all that stuff. But emperor's already been a knight. Why would we go and do that knowingly? So then, that's when your instability came. That was the instability of it all. You found out you were a lot more worthy than they were trying to, give you credit for, whoever these group of people are that you decided to work with, but you took your lessons, you took your lick, but it really left you feeling incomplete. Okay, if that's not what or who I'm meant to be with or meant to be around, those ain't, that's not my group, that's not my club, that's not my organization, that's not my vibe, that's not where I'm supposed to be. God, spirit, I keep getting back up. What's up with the what's up? You know what I'm saying? So you've now set on a journey, a very lit journey. And I mean that, yeah, it really is your ancestors, high spirit guides, and God are lighting the pathway for you. However, that does not at all, and I mean at all, mean that you're not going to experience a whole lot of bumps in the road, because this is going to take courage, and you're setting out to find your passion, on the for real. You on the go at this point. Okay, we got the coyote, right? And the coyote is the trickster. The thing about the coyote is, it talks about basically self-sabotage. You're gonna need to really examine things. Do not make any hasty decisions. You need to really, if you can't think of no questions at the moment, I'll get back to you. And you need to, I'm talking about people, places, things, all the nouns, okay? You really need to be sit back and think about it. Don't give anybody any definite answers right off the top. And don't take nothing less than what you worth. And expect all the things you tried before, do not do them again. Or at least do them a different way. Okay? And it also, the coyote also talks about how you will fall into the same hole, but you keep going right back. It's like you think this is NCIS something. Like you need to go and research the crime scene because you're gonna find something forensic that's gonna help explain. No, you knew everything that happened. You've already seen it all. You already done it all. Well, not all, but you know what I mean. You've already done it. So don't go back there. You got it in your head. In your head is enough. You know what really happened. Okay, look at her. She throwing her hands up, and she's like, all right, we're gonna go through here, but we're going through here with some caution. You hear me? So yeah, so that's what you need to do. You gotta get the courage, and that's why you gonna need some courage, because you gonna have to stand up to people, and you gotta learn to say no, or you gotta learn to reject stuff and not feel bad about it, or reject big decisions that you might feel like, okay, oh my gosh, this is great. No, do not jump at the first big thing, okay? When you start going on this journey. And Coyote also says that you have to find grace and humor in your failure. Like you need to learn to laugh at yourself. All right? Don't just be out here, not laughing at your own mistakes, because it's just not the easiest for me to do, because I don't want to laugh at my mistakes. I didn't ever want them to happen in the first place. But that comes with the fox. The fox requires you to be quiet, be still, okay? Like, go out to events and things of that nature. I don't know, maybe like speeches and just public places where you can go learn things. I don't know, a carnival. Go to anything, you know what I'm saying? But be in the background, okay? Be observing, be watching, be mindful of people. That way, when those coyote tricks come, you are now the coyote, all right? You ain't getting tricked no more. That's the end of that. So, yeah, do that. And then, like I said, the lion is the courage to do so, okay? That'll give you all the courage. You sit back, you observe, you watch. It'll give you all the courage you need. Now, with this moon in the background, moons are like nurturing. You might have had, whoever raised you, you might have had issues with this person. It also kind of represents family as well. So with that being said, the branches are blocking it off. You might be disconnected from a lot of your loved ones. I mean, even friends, really, for that matter, because right now you're trying to find yourself and you're trying to find your passion. And like with some people, you probably needed to cut off because spirit told you to do so. I've had that happen to me, and I'm like, but I don't have a reason. Like, God, ancestors, high spirit guys, how you gonna tell me to just cut somebody off? How am I just cut somebody off just because y'all say like cut somebody off? And then like, just because you let all those other things slide and you're trying to play it cordial, don't. Now's your opportunity and your time, and because we said so. Oh my goodness, you wouldn't believe the amount of people who went off on me. But if you gotta think about it too, in the sense that, what are these people like literally doing for you? Like, not even just monetarily, because if you are the one that's always giving monetarily, then you need to think about what did they invest in you monetarily. If you're the one that's always giving advice, you need to think about what kind of advice do they give you. Or for that matter, I know a lot of people who do give advice don't trust strong friends. A lot of your strong friends might not trust your opinion. I'm gonna be honest with you. But at the same time, they might not feel comfortable like telling these things, and that's not a blow to a lot of people. Sometimes people who don't feel comfortable like telling their business, they've been childhood trauma, it could be, or just an experience where people have taken what they said and they've made it, I don't know, them out to either be a bum, or like they made them out to be a fake, or like, they don't trust people to handle their emotions. So there's that some people you got cut off, some people you just don't trust, some people it's fake, and some of it's not even like intentionally to be mean, because I don't want anybody to feel like, you know, if you're cross-watching maybe, that, you know, it's to be mean. Like, you need that space. I know some people get offended that I need to recharge. I am one of those people. For sure. I need to recharge and I need to be left alone, and some people can take that as offensive, but when you're the one that's taking on everybody's emotion, I swear, even though your whole chart matters, I'm telling you, that Cancer in my chart trying to stick out strong. Do you hear me? So, yeah. But you just gotta, like, just give the people time. Like, you're gonna need time. It's okay for you to need time, because look at this very well lit path you are taking right now. I feel like your soul and spirit team is very much like, we got you with everything. Like, we are lighting the way for you. You just keep forward, okay? Because you worry about what's back there. Baby, what's in front of you, you really need to be paying attention, because it's going to lead you straight to your passions. You're going to be burning with passion, and that's so good. Okay. You might be feeling spacey, ungrounded, overly sensitive to others and their words, critical of self, unworthy, taking others nonchalantness or rejection, nonchalantness as rejection, sorry. And any negative feedback, like painfully. You could be feeling discomfort below your spine, stomach, spleen, solar plexus, and your navel. Also, on her dress, I don't know if you can see it. I'm trying to help you see it, but there's an Aries, a Sagittarius, and a Leo sign. So this is like a very fiery card. I would suggest go to your natal chart and look at where these placements are, because that can help you a lot through your journey. Okay. She looks like a fire fairy. So those signs, and all of those signs tell you to be courageous and wander, and have ample wonder to which you find on your, on your journey of wandering to reach your passion. Just like basically wander and wonder, like wonder what is what. Like, be inquisitive and curious on your journey, okay? So that way you can really reach your passion. Like I said, the trickster, the coyote, you're gonna fall into some shit, all right? But it's gonna be okay. I promise, okay? This is what you need at this moment. As long as you were looking for stay steady and focus on your passions, you need to do some self-care, all right? If you start to feel like it's going left on you, all right? All right. You might not feel stable in your health right now, or your living situations, the things that you need to survive, or your safety. You could be attached to physical things because of the lack you feel. Let go of that, because you're on your way. All right. We already talked about the moon in the back, but it says that it says a lot that you've not been nurtured properly, so that's why you cut off communication with some people probably. And whilst you do feel incomplete, you are still looking for your passion, that in which you can make you feel nurtured. You don't feel comfortable with where you are or those you've been in contact with. We talked about that. Likely you blocked off your family, like I said, or the ones that you love, because you know that intuition about these people. Your intuition be ringing off about these people, and so you're really not. You just chose going this journey by yourself, and then just to see if maybe even with that, like, blocking them out is kind of for their own good too, because you're trying to figure out who's who and what's what. Maybe at some point you could have went about it a different way, because this journey is also about again lining your sacral and your solar plexus and your heart chakra as well, so you can really be able to deal with people. I mean, even at the end of this journey, I feel like you'll be able to deal with people that you didn't really want to deal with in the first place. So yeah, I think it'll just all group together and work out or whatever. So exhale, and you need to rest and recover. You may not be sleeping or have a lot of energy. Her hands, I thought it was really cute. Let's see. Yeah, you can see it. Her hands, right? They are laced with sparkling stars. Everything you touch is like the creation beginning. Okay, I kind of like to tell this. So, if you ever go and look how a star is made, it's nebula. Nebula, clouds, gas, whatever you want to call it, is in space, right? And so then it comes together with hydrogen and something else. And it kind of like combusts, right? So it's like a creation of a star. But do you know, like, stars can end up like colliding together? And then, you know, they're basically like freaking asteroids and all of that stuff. So they can end up creating a Milky Way. They can end up creating a black hole. They say there are white holes now. I've not really searched that, so please don't quote me on it, okay? But yeah, and there are a lot of different types of stars. So stars, like, they really can burst. They can combust and then burst into like a whole nother kind of star. And then really, if you're thinking about it, like, they say the sun is nothing more than a star. If you do the research and the science of it, like, everything's practically a star in some way till it gets sucked in a black hole or something. So yeah, there's that. What else? So with the stars, that means you are the ultimate creator. The red chameleon tattoo represents change, right? She has red chameleons wrapped around her arms right there. I'm gonna just put that right there. Okay. But your feelings have created the delusion for you to see it around your arms as bondage because you have a fiery passion to change and you feel stuck. But learn from them. If you look at it as they have changed you for the good and adapting you to take this journey. Think of them as a metal piece of armor. You've messed up, and you messed up a lot. And on this journey, sorry to say, like I told you, you will mess up some more, but until you can laugh at your mess up, like I said, and stop going back, to avoid it, you know, you're going to have to rationalize in your mind and how you can avoid it to get perfection that you want. It won't be, nothing's perfect, but you know what I mean. I already talked about the fox and needing to see. I went off script anyways, but still, again, I wanted to make sure I got everything in there for y'all. Okay, meditate. Okay, so start to meditate on how to be silent and then take everything that's like happening around you. Okay, that would be very helpful to you if you might like to tell people a lot, because you might be going to this phase, probably not in this phase. All right, and you need to exercise. Focus on building muscle, strengthening your legs, wear comfortable shoes. You can go get your feet done, drink water, safe sex if you want to have sex. That is, do a yoni steam, eat healthy things that are easy for you to digest. Get a massage, dance, yoga. Then your mind won't be so focused on wealth, because it did talk a lot about like don't go on this journey just thinking about wealth. More so money than anything, okay? Because wealth is not just money, but don't place too much focus on it, because then once again you'll be blinding yourself on this journey, okay? So yeah, if you have good health, your mind won't be as focused on what you're trying so desperately to find, and you'll always have the strength and stamina to keep going. Increase your swiftness Meditate to ensure you're not overindulging or depriving yourself of desires, okay? Because that is a part of your sacral chakra. No, not your sacral chakra, your base chakra. All right, like all of those things will help you with your chakra alignments, okay? I think that they'll help you for both, okay? Your base chakra, your root chakra, and your solar plexus. Okay? So, yeah. And you will find the pleasure, wealth, and self-confidence. Okay, moving along. Alright, so I feel like these two cards really go with one another. The passion and the truth. Because along this path in which you're taking, you're going to find some truths out, okay? I'm not going to say you're going to like these truths. Trust me, I went through, and I'm probably still not done. I'm pretty sure I'm not done. There's always room to grow. But once you're going to find out some truths, and you're going to need to accept them. It is vital if you want to reach your destination. Get this path. You're going to need to accept these truths. They might not be easy truths to accept, but you're definitely gonna need to accept them, okay? But it's gonna cause you to see the bigger picture. Don't rush it, okay? In divine timing, it's gonna be all good. What else? Let's see here. You need to let go of the fear of whatever's holding you back from you seeing the truth, because a lot of you out there might be not avoiding the truth, and it's like you really don't want to know what's really going on, okay? So you're gonna need to, when you get this truth, you're gonna need to accept this truth, all right? And stop being scared of what you might find out. Doing shadow work will turn your mind all the way around, okay? And you will start to, some things you really feel are grounded inside of you, you might have to change because you're now seeing the truth, and it's just the truth of it, you know? So if you want an honest response from the universe that you're passionate, you're gonna have to be honest with yourself first, okay? Let go of the distorted perception. Also, dance, okay? This will bring you grace, mercy, compassion, and grace, okay? Learn to dance, or not really learn it. You might already know. It doesn't matter. Even if you do, even if you don't, put on some music, because this card talk about put on some music and just do what it do. However you want to dance, just dance, all right? And with doing so, this card goes with those cards. You want to find your passion? Sorry, had to reject the call. Want to find your passion? And you want to, find those truths? And I don't care if you don't want to accept them or not. Yes, you do. You want to accept them? Then you're going to have to do the work, okay? Your spirit guides are not just going to give it to you. They need you to do the work, okay? Which is probably the work is really the truth and acceptance. And, going down this path of the unknown, dealing with the trickster. And just changing some habits that you might have had, all right? You got to do the work. It says it's not enough to dream or pray. You've also got to take the positive action steps that you are being divinely guided to take. Consistently working on your priorities will make them flourish like a lush flower garden. Okay? And she also has a, I don't know if that's a banjo, a guitar, or something or another. So that could be significant to someone, or, get yourself one and go crazy. I believe that spirit out in the clouds, like, from the melodies. Like, ooh, this one just said dance. You know what I'm saying? He's talking to you. You hear me? Through the music. All right. So let's make that happen. Let's see what else is on this card. Purple flowers. So crown chakra might be very significant. Crown chakra in is your crown chakra your third eye? Guys, Hold on. Is that? I'm forgetting the name of him. I know him from you right now. Let's see. Alright, hold on. Okay, so yeah, it is third eye chakra and crown chakra. Okay, so your third eye chakra and your crown chakra. All right, it's gonna help that out if you do the work. You know, and man, even though you know that comes a lot with accepting the truth. Yeah, I want my third eye chakra to be open, stay open. I don't know about y'all, but I'm tired of that tricky coyote. Okay. I'm over it. it's a change gotta come, as that song say. Alright. Okay, so once you get through with that, or I don't know, this could all be wrapped up together for all I know. We just gonna I'm gonna push to the next. Okay? Here we have acceptance. Alright? You got my lady here, she's the crone goddess, okay? She represents, like, because in that pot, right, it's life, death, rebirth, light, dark, joy, pain, dream, hope. It's all about transformation, okay? Taking out the old and putting in the new. But it's not, like, again, it's not going to be all rainbows and Skittles. But the funny thing about that is as well, because this might apply to a lot of you. Okay, you see this rabbit, right? All right, so with the rabbit, right? There's a story. This rabbit had this great spirit friend. And no, it wasn't a great spirit. Was it a great spirit? It was either a great spirit or a friend of the great spirit. They're like, you know, walking, you know, and journeying with each other, right? And the rabbit keeps running into difficulties, like others trying to harm him, running through setbacks and like things of that nature, right? So every time the rabbit calls on to the person with the great spirit powers, you know what I'm saying? Or the being, I should say, with great spirit powers. And eventually the rabbit turns its back on him. Because the rabbit felt like it was too good to be true. Like, every time I call on you, you keep doing this magic stuff, and what if it's wrong? Like, what if you really messed up my fate? Like, what if, you know, you're the reason why I keep happening and I keep asking you to bail me out? Slap in the face, because that's not okay. That's not okay at all. Alright, so you must follow your own path, and the universe is working with you to protect you, okay? Know that. It's not trying to trick you, alright? You kind of run into things. It's spirit and your ancestors and your higher spirit guys' job. Like, that's what they're meant to do. They're meant to, like, help you through this journey. They're meant for miraculous things to happen to you, okay? Nothing's too good to be true, and it's definitely not the reason why you keep going through what you're going through, alright? You have very strong emotions right now. Maybe that water, it's a big pot of emotions, just like brewing, especially if you're going through that path to find your passion, like I told you. But it's brewing conclusions. You are laying roots, and you see the helpers down there. Okay. The helpers are there, like, assisting you, okay? I believe those are like your ancestors assisting and like their representation, at least. These revelations you ask for are going to startle you and may cause you discomfort because it's new. This will be a whole new rebirth for you. There's a cyclone right there on the rabbit's shoulder. As he leaps out of the pot, stop letting your fears of confronting those emotions and actually getting the answers make you destructive. Even though it may seem so, the rabbit is not being cooked, because you would think like, right, look like the rabbit's being cooked, but you know, you see the goddess and the helpers, they like, bro, we got you. where are you going? Why are you running away? That's crazy about you, right? The goddess crone has given you the wisdom to the rabbit, and the rabbit, you know, the goddess crone had given the wisdom to the rabbit, and the rabbit got scared. You know, he's letting his fears control him once again, because the shadow work has startled him. But don't be startled. Don't do that. You are putting old habits and thoughts to death and creating new ones. You are birthing new ones. Your mind and heart are aligning. Things will begin to go so well, or you will start to see so clearly that you feel it's an illusion and partially scary at that. Don't self-sabotage your shadow work, okay? Your shadow healing. You see this right here, the mushrooms, like that's mushrooms can create illusions if you eat them. So like either you feel like this is all too good to be true, or you're not accepting the truth that you're seeing, or you're just like you're not liking what you're seeing, and you really don't feel like spirit is, you know, protecting you. Like you might be looking at all that background, because this is winter, so that might be significant to somebody, but that's not the case. Okay, spirit got you. I swear it. I swear it. I swear it. Now, if you do this, guess what your reward is? Bow. This card right here talks about, it's called Weave the Future Golden. Oh, sorry. Hold on one second. So this was the dance unveiling. When I told you to dance and accept the truth. Okay. All right. So this one is Weave the Future Golden. Like when they made sure you knew for the representation of this card that everything was going to go great for you. You can dream, you can manifest, and it's 100% going to come true. Like the universe is gifting it to you. Like with this card, they really, really, really want you to know that everything you want is coming true. You're going to have opportunities, teachings, you know, the ability to learn. You've got a golden future. Live more with heart and less with fear. I'm gonna tell you about that rabbit. Stop being scared, because spirit like for seriously has you. It was so crazy how these cards all lined up too. Like it was like one below the other. That was wild to me. So you need to dream big, right? You need to dream big. Ask the spirits to heighten your voltage of vibration and a brighter light. You gotta ask for grace, wisdom, and skill to bring Weave Golden Future to your present moment. Like they really want you to meditate and just feel what it would feel like to actually already have everything that you've asked for. Okay, that is like a big important thing. They're sending love and light to shine at the end of your path. And that is so crazy about them, because look at this light. What I was saying about that path and that light. Yes, like I said, it always. I just love how my cards weave together. Yeah. So you got dreaming, you got gift, and manifest, an opportunity and teachings. The sun is a big piece of this. Okay. Get connected with the sun. So I would say ground or something like that. Go look at your sun sign and see what that sign brings, how that sign gets energy. Excuse me. Positive energy. And send love to it. You know, draw it closer to you in, you know, meditation. It's gonna bring you energizing peace and happiness, encouragement, love, just all the things like you would want. It's gonna put love, truth, bliss, and joy over time and space, because you might have been waiting for this for quite some time, but you know, things happen. All right, and so with that, with spirit letting you know that they got you, and that this really, really good thing is 100% coming. As long as you go down this path and let them help you out, boom. They said no more complaining, okay? Stop. No more complaining. Now, complaining is a part of like, I ain't gonna say it's a part of nature, but you get a little frustrated from time to time. But let's see what it says to help us with the no more complaining. How we can heighten our vibrations, heighten the vote of our vibrations. I love the wording that they put in that. They said your vote of vibrations. Heighten it. Like, I was like, vote. I like that. Because that's like really like some... and then you really don't be like, alright. Complaints are affirmations of victimhood, which isn't ever truly spiritually. Take back your God-given power by affirming that you have an abundance of choices and freedom. With your increased confidence and assertiveness, watch those positive affirmations blossom into reality. I think, being that I almost said blocking, I think something's trying to block you, or has been trying to block you. But you're gonna have to like really do your entire best to not let that affect you. I know it's not easy to remember every day, but just really try to, or have a reminder or something like to think positive. There are plenty like reminder apps. You can put it on your phone that just tell you to think positive. Or if you have that close system of a friend, a sister, a family member, anybody that you know, like, hey, can you help me out? Like, I'm really trying to continuously think positive. Or get you something that's like your favorite. Like, for instance, me, one thing I really love, I think cupcakes are so pretty. I do. I think cupcakes are so pretty, especially when they decorate them up all nice and stuff. Yeah, so I mean, like a notebook with cupcakes on it, or just like a picture, like some type of art or something another. You can do that. I don't know. You know, they got those things inside the stores where it's like a word, and you can just like put it somewhere. Like, I don't know, maybe go buy yourself a think positive like sign or something to put in your house, so you can think positive, or write it down on a bigger dry erase board. I know I had a friend who would use the markers, the neon markers, and she would write things she needed to remember so that, you know, she wouldn't feel down. Well, things to uplift her, you know. So yeah, you can do that as well. Don't be shy. Do that, okay? Yeah, do what you gotta do. Alright. Thereafter, guess who's gonna find their path? Guess who's gonna find their path? And guess who's getting on their, you know, the passion? Because they accept it. And it's getting on your path. You find it your way. And it says at the bottom, have courage to follow your own path. Means, of course, you can't care about what other people think. You know, when I finally started doing tarot, yeah, it was kind of like a tower moment for me that really like pushed me. I had been wanting to do it, but man, I was messing around with other people's cards, and I just really it wasn't given to me. That's why it's important. Go get your own cards, okay? I always encourage people, if you really want to know what's going on, so listen to a collective reading, which I would love to keep all of you. I really would, but I really am doing this to help people. Like, go out and get your own cards. Like, there's nothing like the energy of your own hands that will tell you exactly what's going on in your life. All right? And everybody's gonna have 1,000 different cards anyways. I'm like, this whole thing is just gonna get more and more creative. I also wondered about, like, what about, you know, faith-based, like, more dominant faith-based, like Christians and stuff like that. I'm like, bro, I don't really want them. I don't like people to question me when I'm doing, because sometimes I feel like it's not your place. I didn't ask you to pay any of my bills. And I definitely didn't. I didn't ask you to take care of my son. I didn't ask you to pay a car note. Like, I didn't ask you to breathe. I didn't ask you to make me breakfast this morning. You need to stay out of my business. That's how I be feeling about anybody who gets in anybody's business. That's why I don't understand jealousy either. Mind your business. Like, it's nobody asked you to come and do anything for them, so why are you voicing your opinion about something that's not gonna affect you? Do what you want to do. Like, 'cause that's how I am about other people. Like, do what you want to do. I don't care. I don't even care if somebody's a freaking atheist. My thing is, I feel like every religion has its trueness, because I feel like God made everybody go a different route to complete a different mission. We can't all think alike and be, complete the missions, the separate missions on Earth. Like, if we all thought alike, I don't know, I just feel like it just wouldn't work out. So, and what needed to be done here, there would not get done. God's order would not be, in perfect order. It wouldn't be complete. That's just my opinion. But anyways, like it says, have the confidence to walk your own path. Okay. I know me, I'm still a very factual person. So, but then I started to realize all the other religions, like, nobody even has seen anybody in any of these religious books that are spoken of. Nobody can, date back. But I can see trees, I can see animals. Not saying that they're God, no, but they are, to me, as we are representations of God. At least I can see that. Like, we're all believing in a God that we've not ever seen before. So, just leave it at that. Like, I feel like a lot of us are just going to take different routes to get it done and encourage and uplift ourselves and one another. So, that's my view. But yeah, and so listen to if you listen to other stories, it's cool for some advice, but they're not all the same. Like, the stories to succeed, every famous person or wealthy person or just a person who has perfected and mastered the craft that you're getting into, there's more than one of them, I'm sure. And with there being more than one of them, all of them have a different story. I guarantee you they didn't do the same exact thing the same exact way, because they're not the same exact people. Okay, so take that into consideration. You will be presented with many detours, not all of them bad either, but it will look like new territory, as I've discussed before. It's okay to take a risk, but meditate, research, analyze the situation with confidence. That's the thing. When you go looking for proof, answers, whatever, and you're not so sure, please do it with confidence. This is all about confidence, okay? All right. Most importantly, talk to your spiritual team, your soul tribe, and I'm talking about like you're in the metaphysical, not on earth. I mean, you can if you trust it, but just be sure you're consulting with some kind of spirit team, okay? So that way you get the real most of the time. Not most of the time, I'm gonna say the whole of the time if your faith is that big. Some people are like mentally distorted, but they don't know they're mentally distorted though. But a lot of people they deem to be clinically crazy, they say a lot of stuff that makes sense. Hey, I'm just saying, I don't know where the barrier jumps over, but just console, all right? Have you faith. Consult with your faith team, I should say. Because, alright, if you veer to the wrong path, they will gladly bring you back. And that's what this, her name's Ellen, okay? She gives you options, right? Because you see how she opened that portal? And, they're here, but she's opened the portal. She gives you the option to go down that portal. Now, that does not mean you might not get lost. All right, because you might detour because you didn't analyze, you didn't research, you just went with it. Okay, so but the thing about it is, if you just handle it with care, love and discernment, okay, you will definitely find your way back, okay? That's what this card talks about. The deer, okay? The deer was, okay, here's the story. The deer was going up a mountain, right? And so it was trying to get to Spirit, the Great Spirit. And then this big old, like, demonic type, like, spirit, like, stopped it. And it scared everybody. But the deer was, like, so unfazed. Like, the deer just kept being nice and nicer and nicer. Eventually, the demon's heart basically melted and, like, let the deer through. So, with boundaries, because you see the feathers, she's naked. You need to be naked, all right? But with boundaries, all right? All these bloops and stuff, confirmations, but with boundaries, okay? So that's your protective barrier. Know when to, like, you know, how far to take it to the point where you don't end up hurting yourself, okay? So just handle it with love and with care. Now, and that correlated right with this card: forgiveness, healing, cutting cords, growth, and spiritual powers. Now, this is the Sweeping Sister Willow, all right? So this card talks about forgiveness and healing, okay? Because if you want to, you got to forgive and heal if you want to cut the cords. You need this energy for your path. That's what this card talks about. You're going to need to cut those cords. So it's like taking your energy back, okay? So you can go down this path. You gotta release old pain so you can gain inner freedom. A childhood trauma or significant experience you need that you set aside. Some of you need to confront it so you can learn and grow from it. There's this white fire energy. I love the way that sounds, right? The white fire energy cuts cords. It'll extend from your heart, and it'll cut cords that don't need, well, burn them, I guess, cut them, burn them, whatever, that, you know, don't no longer serve you. And try to do some heart chakra exercises, okay? And then after that, that white fire energy goes to your navel, and it provides you with energy and vitality. Breathing exercise, and also, like, go get your hair done, and or go on a spa date. Yeah, and do a ritual for you to cut these cords, if you know that's what you want to do. Bible verse, Quran verse, whatever you know you might want to do. Sorry if the Quran is real offensive to me relating it to this. I don't want to step on nobody's toes, okay? I'm just trying to spread the healing. Alright? So, yeah. Do whatever it is that you need to do to cut said cords, because I know there's a lot of, you know, scriptures or passages about how to cut ties from your enemies, or cut ties from, you know, those who are still energetically draining you, for that matter. Anything else on here that I feel like you all need to know? This has a lot to do with water, air, fire, so that might help someone who does rituals, water, air, and fire. So all of that in here. That help you out. And look how she looks so beautiful. It looked like she was courageous, and she stood up, and she's like naked, and it does look like she's breathing good. Oh, like she's breathing so good. I like that. I just love that, how confident she looks. Alright, and so, who doesn't want this next card? Because I do. Unlimited ideas. All of those things, forgiveness and following your path, and, you know, not being in a rush, and just going to do what it do, you know what I'm saying? Like, really loving yourself and really aiming to align yourself This will result in unlimited ideas. All right. It says your mind is one with God's infinite mind. Therefore, you have complete access to unlimited ideas, guaranteed to bring blessings. All you need to do is take divinely guided actions to allow these ideas to come to fruition. Okay. Crown chakra action. Hey. And third eye chakra action. Let's see here. Recap a little bit. Alright, so for that, I also picked some of my own angel cards that I made myself. So it says, number 24, live your life can be significant. So live your life. It says, live your life. You must, number 9, sorry. You must allow this growth to get what it is you would like to manifest. Number 1, you must make yourself a priority, okay? Make this a priority. Make your growth a priority. And everything I talked about, you're finding your passion, accepting, getting on your path, forgiving, cutting cords, so you can get your spiritual gifts tightened up, you grow, so you can get this good gift, dream that you manifested in, opportunities and teachings to master it and perfect it, and accepting the truth, doing the work, stop complaining, make that all a priority. Make you a priority so that you can make the world a priority, really. Because, believe it or not, that's what it all, results back to. If you're aligning yourself, you can help others without even trying. Like, it's not even bother you to do so anymore. I feel like you're just going to be a well-rounded kind of person. Number 5 says you will get what you want if you, it will turn out how you want. Patience is required. However, this was upside down. So when it was upside down, I do feel like, being that it has, you must allow this growth to get what it is you would like to manifest. I don't think that it's gonna be. I just think it's not gonna turn out exactly how you want it to turn out. Kind of like, I don't think that you're gonna get there how you think you're gonna get there. You might even really change directions, to be honest with you, once you start aligning yourself as such. So yeah, but I believe you'll get what you manifested for, okay? What you desire, but not with like you thought you wanted. If that makes sense. You'll get better. Like you might be expecting this, but you won't get that. You can be like, oh my gosh, that was way better than this. And also, like this says, this card right here, weave the future golden. It was saying something along those lines, like, you think that what you want, and what isn't this the bigger picture? Yeah, because this one was talking about the bigger picture, and you're not seeing something right now. You think, you might think what you want is what you want. Telling you something even bigger. This one placed a big emphasis on dreaming big. Like, they want you to dream so big. Dream so big. So, yeah, just so they could surprise you anyways, right? With something else. It's like saying you're not thinking big enough. Like that thing say, what was that? When they was like, dream big, dream big. Yeah, that. I don't know, I think that was kind of, it was cool, but I don't know, I didn't really hop on that wave. But I do say dream big, okay? So make sure you're dreaming big as you can, and expanding yourself along the wave. So yeah, that's basically my message for you guys. Last things I might want to say, like I said, sacral chakra, solar plexus is important. The sun, communicating with the sun in some way, form, or